Old School RuneScape has come a long way since its release, and while it is still a great game, some people wishes they could go back to the golden days. Well, what if I tell you that going back may be possible? Follow me on my journey as I play an Ironman account that cannot interact with any updates that came out after the release of Old School RuneScape, meaning that I will be playing the game as it was in 2007. And that with two goals in mind: maxing the account and getting ready for Old School RuneScape's final update, the God War Dungeon, in October 2024. Hello everyone, so I'm just starting here where I ended at the last video. So I just finished with 65 thieving, I got 60k. So I do want to do more thieving, but before doing so, I think I'll go and try my luck with getting a rune axe. So while I'm at the bank here, I got 68k, and I'm actually gonna do my first ever high alchemy on the account for another 9.3k, almost 80k. So here's another 1.5k fire strike. Okay, so this is actually where I'm gonna get my rune axe. I wasn't sure if those actually drop rune axe in 2007, and I looked it up and I was able to find that it did drop rune axe, so that's pretty good. Now hopefully I get one within those casts. Okay, so here's the mithril axe which I need for a quest. And here's the adamant axe already, we just need the rune axe now. Well, that was quick. Already got the rune axe, maybe it took like 15 kills or so. Awesome. And the reason I wanted the rune axe so quickly, even though I don't even have the level to use it, is because whenever I need to AFK, like when I edit videos, I want something that I can do at least somewhat efficiently. So now I can go and woodcut as I want, which is gonna be pretty nice. Here's the Shield Village quest. 2 more quest points, 38 crafting, and most importantly, it gives me access to the Shield Village, which is a really nice place. Quite a few useful things here like Gemrock, a Slayer Master, but the main reason I wanted access here is for the fishing spots. So just like my woodcutting earlier, I want an easy spot that I can come in AFK whenever I need to, so I can come here and fish some trout and salmon quite efficiently. So with that out of the way, I'm going to start my next goal, which I've talked about last video, which is going to be 43 prayer. So in 2007, there was we could not use our bones on the Chaos Altar in the wild, so that removes the fast prayer XP that we could use at the beginning of an Ironman. And a Gilded Altar, which would be the best way to train prayer, takes like 75 construction, so obviously that's not an option. So I got a few options here. First option would be to just kill something that drops big bones like Hill Giant. We need to kill about 1,800 of them for 43 prayer. Second option would be to only kill 450 of them, but bang the bone and use them like the Ectofungus, which would be the best way to train prayer without a Gilded Altar. Or my next option would be to kill only 94 dragon instead and use their bone at the Ectofungus. Or my last option would be to just bury bones at the boneyard in the wilderness. That's about 10-11k XP per hour, so it would be around 3 hours of burying bones. So I decided to at least try green dragons. I'm not sure how it's gonna go in my level, but before I do, I'm gonna need a few rune. That's by 50. So this is really slow. I've been using like almost 100 casts per dragon. So I'm thinking that the boneyard may actually be faster than that. I'm gonna go and test it. So I just got a prayer level here, level 36, but it is a really annoying place. I'm getting those 2 big bones and then I need to hop every time I get the 2 of them. But when I hop, those skeletons always attack me, which prevents me from hopping. So all in all, it's just an annoying place. So what I'm thinking, instead of doing this for like 2 hours or so, I do need some combat XP. So I'm gonna go and kill the, I think it's 425 Hail Giants. I get some pretty good levels. I'll get some bone, I'll bang them, I'll use them at the Ectofungus. I think that's overall just gonna be a lot better. So because I'm choosing to train prayer with combat, I'm gonna need to get some better armor, which was actually a goal from that I mentioned in my last video. So the way I'll be doing it is I'll be here for a little while until I have a nice cash pile, and then I'll go and buy some decent armor. And here is 70 thieving. Now pickpocket paladins, and I made 122k so far since I've been here. And just while I'm here, if anyone is wondering why I am not wearing the rogue outfit, and that would give me double the coins, it's because in 2007 the outfit was actually completely cosmetic. So I got a total of 170k. Let's go on a spending spree. So here's the adamant full helm. I was gonna come here and buy some adamant plate legs, but you know what? At that price, I'll just buy mithril because I also buy rune, and I'll be 40 defense in no times anyway. So here I'm gonna need a rune longsword, a pair of rune plate legs, and I do have the money for the rune chain body. You know what? I'm gonna go all out. 18k left. I need to go thieving again probably soon, but that's fine. As for the rune longsword instead of the rune scimitar, I don't think it's worth it to go back into Fire Giants and cast Fire Strike until I get one. I could possibly be there for hours. 60 attack is quite a short grind, so I'll just grind it out with the rune longsword, and then I'll get a dragon scimitar. You may also be questioning the rune chain body instead of a rune plate body. So my reason for that is because of Slayer. The main issue with the rune plate body is that I need the Dragon Slayer quest. Doing this quest unlocks the ability to receive dragons for Slayer task, and I really do not want dragon for Slayer task. So looking like a beast. So this is my armor for now. As you see, it's not the best, but it's gonna be better once I got the rune plate legs and the chain body on. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot chiller than the boneyard in the wilderness. And if my calculation were right, I actually just need 400 big bones after all the experience I already got in the boneyard. So just not even 20 trips. That's pretty good. And also while I'm here, the mithril kite shield, I did not say anything about that earlier, but it's probably gonna be my best shield, or I'm gonna have a similar shield until I get a rune defender. I had to AFK for a bit, so I got 52 fishing, took a few hours, and also quite a few raw salmon and trout that I'm gonna have to cook in a moment. But for now, let's go back to Hill Giants. Some quick herblore experience, 20 herblore. And here's 40 defense. I can wear my rune armor once I get back to the bank. Starting to look like a champ. So this should be exactly 400 big bones, I believe. Perfect. So now it's time to buy 400 of those bucket of slimes. So that should be just about 400 bucket of slime. Yes. And also I did AFK a bit earlier. I did some cooking and a bit of fishing. 54, 53. Now I also need some pots. They sell a lot here. Perfect, need to buy 400 of those. So here's the 400 pots. Now it's just to put the bones in them. My last clip did record, but I'm finally done with those bone meal, those 400 of them. So now let's go and do the fun part, which is going to be using them. Let's get that prayer XP. Not sure why I was still not recording, but I just got 43 prayer. That's pretty awesome. It's gonna be really useful for questing, Slayer, a lot of things.
Let's grab my last ecto token. So 2000 total. Not too useful really, but I got some. So with that out of the way, I've decided that I want to upgrade my amulet to an amulet of strength, my gloves to better gloves, and go on another questing spree. So for that, I'll put on the screen which skills I need, and I'll go and grind them all at once. So I won't go into detail yet as to how I'm going to train Slayer. It's going to be quite interesting, but I just need level 19. So for now, I'm just going to go and get my first Slayer task. 62 cave crawlers. Okay. First Slayer task completed. That was quite a bit of skilling. It was quite a boost in my total level, almost 900 total. That's pretty cool. I just got crafting left. I need level 50. So basically my way of doing so is going to be to come here to the charters, just buy a full inventory of bucket of sand and soda ash, which can then be made into molten glass. And I'll make some glass items. So I need about 1,000 of each to get 50 crafting. So I'll get those real quick. Here's 50 crafting. So I'm done with crafting for now, and that's gonna be a nice 629 unpowered orbs that I can use for a battle staff in the future. Let's make my shrine amulet. So here's gonna be my long overdue shrine amulet. That cut this ruby. Use this here for a ruby amulet unstrung, strung it, and enchant it. Awesome. So if I compare it to my old amulet, I see there's no attack bonus, but there's an extra plus 10 melee strength bonus, so that really just blows it away compared to this one. So basically gonna be my best amulet until I make or get a amulet of glory. So with that done, let's go yet again on a big questing spree. Here's the big Chumpy Bird hunting quest. So here's another part of Recipe for Disaster. Perfect, so with this one I'll be able to get steel gloves, 21 range. So here's under the quest. I'm gonna get some range XP. So the Shadow of the Storm with 31 to 36 range. I need a grown cat for a quest, so I just got my kitten out of the bank. I'll let him follow me for a while and I'll feed him. And once he's grown up, I can go ahead and do the quest I want. Here's the Tower of Life quest. 21 construction. And here's the Tears of Godex quest with 1000 crafting XP. So this quest is really nice because now once a week I can come here and play this minigame. It takes around maybe 2-3 minutes and it gives me experience in my lowest skill. So for me right now it will be rune crafting. So let me go and do it for this week if I can. So the more quest points you have, the longer you can stay in here every week. So that's good for me because I've been doing quite a bit of quests, I can stay longer. And the more of this blue one I get, the more experience I will be getting once I'm leaving here. So I am leaving. And here it is. 13 rune crafting, so level 9 to 13. Just over 1000 experience, that's pretty good. So I'm going to be coming here once a week and getting experience in my lowest skill. So we'll probably be rune crafting for at least a few weeks, so that's good. And just one thing that's different really from the main game with this part here is that I cannot teleport here with the game necklace. The teleport option just came in later in 2014, so I will need to run here, but it's not that far, it's maybe a few minutes from the bank. And here's the Animal Magnetism quest. So that's quite a useful quest because of the Avaza tractor, which is going to be useful for range, and with that I also got 23 Slayer and 26 Fletching.
My cat is finally an adult here, so I can do my quests. It will be a lot easier with an adult cat. Just decided to relax a bit longer here, got level 60 fishing. So I AFK'd lobster for quite a while here, and I got pretty much 2000 with 61 fishing. I'm really loving this ectophile. I'm just going to show you this is my quickest way that I know of to get to Fairing. So I just teleport here and then I walk in the wood. And it's right here, so it's a pretty quick trip. And it's a great way for me to go around the map. So here's the Hand in the Sand quest, which gets me to 51 crafting. And let me show why this is also a nice quest. So one reason why it's really a nice quest to complete is because I can come here now, right next to the house portal, and fill up my bucket with sand. So that saves me from having to buy them from the shop, but I do need, I think, 50 construction before I can teleport here. But definitely something I'm going to be using in the future to train crafting. So I got drunk all over the map, completed the bar crawl. Here's the Scorpion Catcher quest. 47 strength, 7 combat. Here's the Eagle Peak quest, 29 hunter. Here's the Family Crest quest. That's really useful because I got the steel gauntlet. So there's two reasons why those gauntlets are useful here. One of them is because I can convert them into a cooking gauntlet, and with those it gives me a better chance at cooking my food. So it's going to be really useful with those lobsters. I'm going to burn pretty much none of them with those gauntlets. And another reason is because I can convert them into smithing gauntlet, which gives me more experience when I smelt some gold. So I'm probably going to be using those two gauntlets in the future quite often. And just another quick comment on those gauntlets. Compared to the main game, I can only have one pair at once. So once I make some cooking gauntlet with them, if I want the smithing one, I need to go and pay, I think it's 20k each time to convert it from one to the other. I cannot own both simultaneously. And here it is. For now, I'll get the cooking ones. So that's going to be useful with the 2k lobsters I got. Here's the troll stronghold. Another useful quest. I got the talisman, so if far from there, obviously, but I can craft La Rune once I get to level, I think, 54 rune crafting. And here's another part of Recipe for Disaster, which gives me access to now the black gloves. Also 54 cooking. And here's another part of Recipe for Disaster, which gives me 7,000 cooking experience, and also I can now wear mithril gloves. And here's another part of Recipe for Disaster, Pirate Pete. So that will get me access to actually adamant gloves. Pretty nice. So I forgot to record here, but I just finished another quest. It's the giant dwarf. Another quest out of the way. I don't want the video to be too long, so I think I'll end it here, but we did some pretty good progress this video. We've got the rune axe, we got 43 prayer. We did a lot of skilling and got a lot of total level, almost up to 1,000. As you know, we've did a lot of quests with well over half of the quests done, 138 quest point. If I look at the gloves here, we're at adamant, so definitely going to be working on rune next video. And talking about the rune gloves, the only thing I need is to save the monkey, which requires monkey madness, 70 cooking, 48 agility. So 70 cooking may look like a while from here, but if I look at my bank, I already have almost 5k lobster, and I actually just need 5k for 70 cooking. So that's gonna be up for the next video though. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next week.